How's it going, Leaderboard crew? Tommy Marquez here with our very first regional edition of Inside the Leaderboard, presented by Bear Complex. And man, can you feel it? The excitement. Regionals start tomorrow, but today I want to give you guys a few predictive stats, a few quick ones, just to give you some context heading into the weekend. Now, on day one of the regionals, we see some people burst into the top 5 with some strong performances, but what are their chances after day one of staying in the top 5? Last year at the regionals, the men in the top 5 after day one had a 60% chance of staying there, and the women had a 70% chance of maintaining their spot. And just for reference, for the men, that means 3 of the top 5 from day one held strong and went on to Madison. Now, as the weekend rages on and the athletes finish up day number 2, the pressure really builds to see who can make those qualifying spots to the games. But the athletes who are in the top 5 after day 2 are on much firmer ground in terms of qualifying. In 2017, the chances of the top 5 athletes qualifying after day 2 jumps up to 77% for the men and 87%, which combined between the two, on average about 1 athlete in each division ends up getting bumped out of their spot on the final day. Now, going back even further into past years when there were 7 events instead of 6, the chances for the top 5 after those various days looks pretty similar. Now, we've got the top 5's chances after day number 1 the past 2 years on the left, and their chances after day 2 on the right. Now, outside of the athletes in the top 5 on day 1 in 2015 having a slightly higher 71% chance of qualifying, the other percentages fall in line with the combined chances from 2017, which sits at about 65% after day number 1 and about 82% after day number 2. So when you're cheering on your favorite athletes as they battle it out over these next 3 weeks, keep these numbers in mind. Hopefully they're in the top 5 heading into the final day, because odds are they'll probably stay there. And if they're not, well, historically, on day number 3, that 5th and final spot changes hands, and hopefully that athlete or whoever you're cheering for is on the receiving end. But now, regionals, less than 24 hours, it all kicks off, and you can catch every heat, every event on the game site, on Facebook, and on CBSSports.com. That's going to do it for this edition of Inside the Leaderboard. See you guys tomorrow when regional coverage kicks off.